Illegal UFO retrieval programs. Congress doubles down on explosive claims. Mark von Rannenkampf, opinion contributor, reports this. Asked a few days ago, June 26, about allegations of secret UFO retrieval and reverse engineering programs, Senate Intelligence Committee Vice Chairman Marco Rubio, Republican from Florida, made several stunning statements. In an exclusive interview, Rubio told NewsNation Washington correspondent Joe Khalil that multiple individuals with, quote, very high clearances and high positions within our government, end quote, he says, have come forward to share first-hand UFO-related claims beyond the realm of what the Senate Intelligence Committee has ever dealt with, he says. Rubio's comments provide contents for a bipartisan provision adopted unanimously by the Senate Intelligence Committee, which would immediately halt funding for any secret government or contractor efforts to retrieve and reverse engineer craft of non-Earth or exotic origin. This extraordinary language, added to the Senate version of the Intelligence Authorization Bill, mirrors and adds significant credibility to the whistleblower's recent stunning allegations that a clandestine, decades-long effort to recover, analyze, and exploit objects of non-human origin has been operating illegally without congressional oversight. Additionally, the bill instructs individuals with knowledge of such activities to disclose all relevant information and grants legal immunity if the information is reported appropriately within a defined time frame. Moreover, nearly 20 pages of the legislation appear to directly address recent events by enhancing a raft of legal protections for whistleblowers while also permitting such individuals to contact Congress directly. Researcher and congressional expert Douglas Johnson first reported on and analyzed a remarkable bill language which, if it passes the House, could become law this calendar year. Beyond the Senate Intelligence Committee, the powerful investigative body that oversees the nation's intelligence agencies found the aforementioned whistleblowers' allegations that secret UFO-related programs are illegally withheld from Congress to be credible and urgent. Moreover, according to two reports, multiple military, intelligence, and contractor officials corroborated claims that the U.S. government or private companies possess multiple craft of possible non-human origin. Importantly, this intelligence bill is not the first instance of Congress addressing the possible existence of surreptitious UFO retrieval and reversal engineering programs. The 2023 National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, signed into law by President Joe Biden last December, established robust whistleblower protections for individuals with knowledge of secret UFO programs engaged in material retrieval, material analysis, reverse engineering, and research and development. But the Senate Intelligence Committee's legislation goes significantly further than previous laws. If enacted as drafted, the legislation would immediately halt funding for any secret, unreported programs that engage in analyzing retrieved UFOs for the purpose of determining properties, material composition, method of manufacture, origin, characteristics, usage and application, performance, operational modalities, or reverse engineering of such craft or component technology. At the same time, the legislation would cease funding for any personnel engaged in capturing, recovering, and securing UFOs or pieces and components of such craft. Funding would also be cut for the development of propulsion technology or aerospace craft that uses propulsion technology systems or subsystems that is based on or derived from or inspired by inspection, analysis, or reverse engineering of recovered UFOs or materials. Perhaps more importantly, the bill language prohibits legal prosecution of individuals with knowledge of surreptitious retrieval and reversal engineering of non-human craft. To avoid legal jeopardy, such individuals would have 2 months after passing of the legislation to inform the director of the Pentagon's new UFO Analysis Office of the existence of relevant UFO-related information. These individuals would then have 6 months to turn over all such material and information as well as a comprehensive list of all non-Earth origin or exotic UFO material. Importantly, the Senate Intelligence Committee's legislation contains a sense of Congress provision. Such resolutions typically convey a particular message from either the House or the Senate, as in this case from Congress as a whole. The sense of Congress is that any legally hidden craft of non-Earth or exotic origin must be brought out of the shadows for broader scientific and industrial analysis. In particular, the goal of the legislation is to avoid technology stovepipes, a reference to non-sharing of information due to excessive secrecy and compartmentalization, and to integrate any recovered exotic technology into the nation's broader industrial base. The sense of Congress provision aligns closely with concerns expressed by multiple officials that extraordinary secrecy prevents the robust scientific analysis required to make sense of the advanced non-human craft allegedly retrieved in recent decades. Of note, there are indications that at least one law enforcement entity is engaged in a sweeping investigation of the U.S. government's handling of UFOs. Freedom of Information Act FOIA requests are one of the few pathways through which private citizens can obtain government information on UFOs. Official documents and other data released under FOIA are frequently redacted to prevent the release of classified information. Importantly, each redaction must be grounded on legal justification for why the relevant information is withheld. Recently, the U.S. government denied in full 5 FOIA requests encompassing a broad range of UFO-related topics in a striking departure from previous practice. The government denied the requests on the grounds that release of the information may interfere with enforcement proceedings and law enforcement investigations or prosecutions. The application of such novel justifications for withholding government UFO information is circumstantial evidence that a law enforcement entity such as the Department of Defense, Office of Inspector General, is engaged in a broad and possibly criminal investigation of U.S. government's involvement with UFOs. After all, what government oversight body explicitly charged with preventing unlawful activities would fail to initiate a sweeping investigation of extraordinary and seemingly credible allegations of illegality? This is by Marek von Rannenkamp. He served as an analyst with the U.S. Department of State's Bureau of International Security and Non-Proliferation, as well as an Obama administration appointee to the U.S. Department of Defense. And this is his opinion. And from the Hill, please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.